I don't know what is going on. I guess this is my last go around. It's time to. I guess it's time to go. Anyway, I'm gonna show y'all my brownie before I forget. But this is the brownie I made for the bake sale, and you can look at it. Look at that. That's the brownie, and it's so soft. Look at that. Mmm. 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 Well, that's my brownie. You see it. I made that. You see it. See, I could be cuddled up right now with some dude sitting on the couch, having a good time with a blanket, watching a movie, eating, brownies and having some milk or hot chocolate or something. I could be doing that right now. I could be doing that right now. Having a good time. That's what I could be doing. But this is a very fudgy brownie. It has white chocolate chips in it. Mmm. 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 See, right now, I could be enjoying somebody's company. Eating brownies, laughing, having a good time. Mm-hmm. I could be doing that right now. Bye, Colt. You tell him I have a good day. I could be doing that right now. I could be having a brownie, enjoying somebody's company. I'm a I'm a black woman, but I like to have fun. I like to laugh. I don't like to argue. Can you do an install? What the hell's an install? I like to have fun and laugh. I'm not an argumentative type of person. I'm not the type of person to go around arguing with some man. I don't do all that. I don't feel like arguing with you. Uh, you bald. I don't do installs. But I like to have a good time. You know, um, I'm not a person that asks for too much. I like when people surprise me. I like when people plan things and stuff like that. And just be kind and nice to me and patient and understanding and, all the little things. All the things that I'm asking for is the same thing I would do too. Be understanding, be nice, be kind, be respectful, all that. So all that I'm asking is what I would like in return. You know what I mean? Somebody that's pleasant. Somebody that ain't got a whole bunch of problems and issues and craziness going on. That's the kind of energy, because I don't have chaos. I don't have a whole bunch of friends that causing me issues and problems. I don't have all that. I don't do drugs. I'm not an alcoholic. What kind of fun do you like to have? I'm a kind of person. I kind of go with the flow of things. If there's something like going out to play ping pong or I do like that kind of stuff, um, or go out to parties and stuff like that. I mean, just I can go with the flow with most things, long as it's not risking my life. I don't want it to risk my life. I don't want to risk my life, but I will do fun things or whatever. Enjoy our time together. I will do that. Well, thank you, nobody seven. Would you get? Would I get mad somebody took me to McDonald's? I don't eat McDonald's. And I'm not saying that because that's a poor choice. That's a bad choice for a date. That could be a good day for anybody. I don't eat McDonald's because it makes me ill. So McDonald's wouldn't be my choice. Now, if somebody took me to Portillo's, if somebody took me to Portillo's, you know, that's right. That right there is a date I could do because I love milkshakes. I love milkshakes. Okay, so Portillo's would be number one for me. Dairy Queen, I don't like Dairy Queen. You a millionaire, billionaire. If somebody can take me to Portillo's, that's it for me. You know what I mean? I'm simple. You know, I just want to see the effort. That's it. The effort. You never heard of Portillo's? That's a Chicago thing. A Portillo, they serve like Italian sausage and sausages, milkshakes, all kind of like I don't know, just different kinds of foods and stuff. It's good. For me, it's good. I would take that. I wouldn't do a coffee date necessarily because that's not putting in no kind of effort. But taking me to Portillo's is intentional. Why? Because you knew that I like it. I think when it comes to dates and dating and planning dates, you need to get into the mind of the person you trying to date and ask them certain questions about things they like. If she talks about apples and all this, oh, I love apples and apple pie. I love all this stuff. And then you know where you take her for a date? The apple orchard. You take her to the place where they pick apples, and y'all go pick apples and drink apple cider and have a good time. That's what you do. You don't always have to sit down at a stupid restaurant, look at each other face to face, and then you notice you don't like the way she eats a steak. You know, be interested in the person you ask for their number. The person that you ask for their number, be interested enough to probe, get the information that you need to plan to plan a date. You know what I mean? Get the information. Uh, Fruit salad. I don't like fruit salad. I like Jello. Food in a movie. I'm not into the whole movie date because you can't talk. And it's better to be on a date where you can conversate and get some questions answered so you can see if you want to go on the second date. So a movie is a no. That's not a good choice. Don't go out to eat on. No, you need to go out to eat because you need to see how people treat, you know, staff, waiters. You need to see how that person treats people. So, take them somewhere where you can see their behavior. Once you see their behavior, if they act stupid at the place, at the apple orchard or whatever you took them, then you know ain't no second date. You need the date to see if you can deal with the person. Sometimes people go into a date with, the wrong intentions. They just going for sexual reasons. But then you end up in a bad situation where you got to be locked in with this person for 18 years that you don't even like. So if you ask for the number and you keep talking to them, make sure you really like them before you start laying down your crown jewels and laying up all kind of kids in this person. Protect yourself. Protect your crown jewels. Protect your wallet. Child support is a bitch. Why don't you have a man? You can't know everything about someone in a day, but you can learn about somebody if you listen and you watch. Listen and watch. If you pay attention to the things they say and the things they not saying. That's why conversation is so important. You can tell when somebody lying all the time if they always looking away. If they always, when you ask them a question and they look away, they lying automatically. Stop talking. End the date. Day over. They lying to you. Okay? If you ask them a question, they give you a crazy answer, the date's over. You have to think about your wallet, not your desire. Because the body, especially women, the women body may be, woo, 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 all this. Get your attention, all this, all these, the sparkly, get your attention. And then you become blinded by the things that she didn't say. Too much work on the... What do you mean too much work? That is not too much work. It only turns into a nightmare because you didn't get to know them. You got to be, even if it take you a couple of dates, even if it take you a couple of weeks, you don't throw yourself to that person until you know what you're dealing with. You got to poke holes in the story and see what's going on. Connect the dots. You got to do your research. You can't just take people's word. Like if a woman tell you she's on birth control, would you believe her? If I'm a man, I'm not going to believe her. You know why? Because a lot of women forget to take their medicine. A lot of them. Especially if they dependent on that pill. They forget to take it. I'm not going to take your word for it. You know what I mean? You have to think with your mind and not what's down in your drawers. They can live a double life, but you have to be smart enough to see through the lies. Smart. You gotta be on your P's and Q's. You gotta know when you're dealing with a liar. Do you go to the gym? No, I don't go to no gym. You gotta know when you're dealing with a liar. Be smart. And also, it depends on where you get these women from. If you meet some woman at some random club in the middle of the night that probably won't be a good situation, to be honest. That you know that's not gonna be a good situation. Meet, talk, learn, evaluate, analyze, then decide. Just like y'all analyze football games and basketball games, use that same train of thought. The same train of thought that you use when you watch football and basketball, use that when you're going on dates. A lot of bad church women, and there are. You right about that. Mm. You got to really be be human resources. Think of it like a job too. If you are a hiring manager, you want the best candidate. You have to ask them strong, tough questions. Think of every time you go on your date. Think of yourself as a millionaire. And what kind of woman do you want around you if you're a millionaire? Do you want the Barbie type that has no brain? She just look cute. You just want that? Or you want somebody that challenges you? Do you want that? You have to ask yourself what is it that you are seeking, and then ask the right kind of questions, to seal the deal. You don't want women to know that you're a millionaire. I mean, think of yourself as a millionaire, but you ain't got to tell them you're a millionaire. You know what I mean? Just think of yourself. If you were a millionaire, what kind of women would you want around you? Gold diggers are everywhere. But what do you want in return? What is it that you want from women in return? You want loyalty? If the women want money, why do you think women want money? Why do you think women want money out of the relationship? You want loyalty, commitment, and trust. Why do you think women want money? There are a lot of women out here who don't like sex at all. There are a lot of women who do not like having sex at all. And if they spend the money on themselves and you are with them, doesn't that benefit you? If the woman uses your money to make herself more pretty, doesn't that benefit you? Why can't she use... Hello, Andrew. How you doing? Why can't she use her own money? She could. She could use her own money. She could. She could use her own money to look a certain way. It doesn't benefit me. How many women are actually gold diggers that you have met that have taken your money? I'm great, Andrew. We're over here discussing gold diggers because for some reason, some of the men think most of the women are gold diggers out here, just robbing them of their money and using it for whatever reason. I don't know what these women could be spending it on. Are they taking your money and buying houses and buying cars? What are they buying? What are the women buying with your money? Tell me some of the things these women that have taken your money, and what have they brought with your money? What have they brought with your money that got you so disgusted? What is it they could have brought? Did they buy a house? They buy cars? Are they buying cars, houses? What is it that these women could possibly be buying that they gold digging on you for? Okay, the women in your country, what they buying? You can spot a gold digger. I mean, what are the women that are gold digging? Tell me the kind of things that women gold diggers have taken from you personally. What have they robbed you of? What have they spent your money on? Jewelry, clothes, cash. They bought jewelry and clothes. Did that make you broke? Did that break you? The jewelry and the clothes? And why did you give it? What made you give the money and to the clothes and the jewelry? What made you do it? What did they say to you to make you do it? Vacations. And a woman asked you to buy her something. Why don't you just say no? You need a man. Let me hang out. Why didn't you just say no? Why didn't y'all just say no to the women that are asking you for things? These women are asking you for money and to pay for this and that. Why don't you just say no? Fix your wig, please. No. At the time, I had a different mindset. Okay, but the question is, why you could have just said no. You have free will and power to say no to people that you don't want to do things for. The gold digger that y'all call a gold digger only is a gold digger if you allow them to do that to you. You allow that person to do it to you. I mean, they're asking you because they want to get some money out of you. It's nicer, I guess, than to try to rob you. So they're just gonna ask you for the money. You want their body. and it's in exchange for money. You want the woman's body, she want money because she don't want sex with you. You want something, she wants something. It's a transaction. You're not really interested in her anyway. You want that body, and she want that money. That's it. That's all it is. When y'all get to understanding that, your life will go so much better. I mean, why not just give her some money? Women, you talking about women be broke, but men want sex. If you want sex and she want money, it's an even exchange. I don't see the problem. I met this girl. What? She said I look like an upside. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't think she's serious. There's a lot of hopeless men too. How you gonna talk about me and then say, "Let me fly you out"? Y'all might as well give these women the money. I mean, cause not everybody got nothing going on down in the pants. Okay, everybody ain't got it going on down there, and so she's trying to get something out of it because you want something and you ain't got nothing going on. $32. I know you lying. And y'all gotta be honest with yourself. A lot of y'all don't be lasting long. Ain't got nothing going on down there. These women trying to get what they can get out of it because they know they're gonna have to sleep with you if they in a relationship with you. And that's to be honest. These women know ain't gonna even last long enough to even blink. Y'all want sex? You have to be honest. That's true. Life is too short to be unhappy. And if that is what makes her happy, then do what you gotta do. Now, this ain't no pimp situation. All I know is y'all want something and she wants something. You might as well start arguing about gold diggers and all that. Because the real gold diggers, they get houses and cars, not a meal and some clothes. A meal and some clothes is not gold digger status. That's not gold digger. That's nothing. Women can take themselves to a restaurant. They can buy their own clothes and their own jewelry. They just trying to see if you got any type of good intention. Because if you really want to talk to her, you're going to do stuff for her. If you really want to talk to her, you're going to do some stuff for her. That's how she measures whether you really interested or not. Because some of y'all be lying. Y'all don't really want her. Y'all don't really like her. Y'all just want the body. That's why y'all end up with baby mamas y'all don't like. Because y'all wanted the body. And that's it. So when you get your mature mindset and understand that, things will be better. It is true. Very true. Yeah. They trying to see how much money you got because to see if you serious. Women, I want y'all to think about this. Women, men, there are so many men that try to talk to women every single day. It's exhausting. You go outside and have 20 different people try to talk to you outside in an hour. Women get talked to so much every single day. Some man trying to give you his number every single day outside. And so how can she weed through the crazy people to see who's real? It's just a test. If you're intentional and you do the things that she's asking you of, then she know you serious. Other than that, you just playing games. She may not even need your money. She just trying to see what you doing. Women make money all the time. How do you think these women got 40-inch bust down hair, eyelashes, and all this other stuff? Women spend a lot of money on themselves every single day, all day long. They just trying to see what you got going on. Because if you serious, you're going to do what she wants you to do. If you're not serious, you're just going to play games. And she going to be done talking to you. And she going to go on to somebody else that's serious. Stay in your lane. If you don't want to do nothing for no woman, that is fine. That means you need to stay by yourself. The next man will. What you won't do, the next man will do. You can fight yourself in your sleep all day long about it. I don't want to pay no woman bill. I don't want to give no woman no money. But there's somebody that will. Y'all can get mad amongst yourself about that. There are plenty of women right now being well taken care of, got good men. They pay all the bills. She don't have to want for nothing and go above and beyond, and they have a good life and a good relationship. Get in where you fit in. Connect you. Connect you with what? Oh, so sad to hear about that too, Philip. Women make their own money, sir. You need to stop pocket watching women and focus on yourself. And pick the woman that fits your budget. If that woman asking you to pay a phone bill or fix a tire is too much for you, say no and go down a level. Say no. You have the power to say no. Somebody else will treat her the way she wants to be treated. I don't think there are a lot of lonely women. There are a lot of women who are choosing to be by themselves because first, a lot of these relationships are exhausting. There are so many men that don't like women, treat them badly, beat them up, the whole nine. It's almost dangerous. You have to be very careful who you let in your life nowadays. You don't know what is going on in this man's mind. And he get upset with you and knock you upside the wall because he had a bad day. It's dangerous. It is so dangerous. Women have to be very careful nowadays who they dealing with. So if she asks you to do something And you don't want to do it, don't do it. She trying to check to see what kind of person you are, who you are, and are you intentional? Because if you can't pay for a date, you can't take care of a family. She don't want to be with some man that can't plan anything, can't take care of anything. Women have the baby. Now I don't know about that. There you go. Good. I'm glad your wife is from Nigeria. And I know she don't take no shit. You are difficult. I'm difficult. How? Women are not. Women can't. Women are wrong about things. Yeah, we can be wrong. I wouldn't say it's a woman's fault for staying with the violent man. But sometimes people get in relationships with you and they pretend to be something that they not. They pretend to be a good person and then you find out they horrible. But it's also on her when she's dating him in the beginning to ask all the right questions. You got to ask all the right questions. You got to see how they behave, how they act before you get into it. But some women go into relationships having the best intentions, thinking, oh my God, he's so wonderful, sweet, and all this. And he got a mask on. And women can be the same way. They could be liars and all this kind of stuff too, like you said before. But the main thing is to get that information out of them, understand the character, the person you're dealing with from the very beginning. Because there are signs, and some people choose to ignore them. You gotta see how they act around people. She should have listened. Yeah, sometimes people choose the wrong partner because they didn't get to know them in the beginning. Those first couple of dates are very important. And you have to really dig into who you talking to and not sleep with them automatically. Sometimes you have sex with somebody and that clouds your judgment. You're like, oh man, the sex was so awesome. And then you forget, who you dealing with. My wife never tells me what to do. I tell her what to do. You telling a Nigerian woman what to do? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Feminism is to blame. No, it's not. It's not to blame. It's just the men have not evolved alongside the women. The maturity just isn't there. They can. It can happen that way too. It can happen that way too. You can be with somebody for a long time, but you lost a good woman. She died. Oh, Lord. Oh, sorry for your loss. You know a good person when you meet them. You know a genuine good person when you meet them. It's how they act, how they talk, how they carry themselves, how they treat other people. Everything you should pay attention to. Why you think you single? I'm not married because I can't even tell you. I can't tell you. I'm me. I'm a nice person. I'm a good person. I don't have a chaotic life. I don't have a lot of chaos going on. I don't know. I don't do a whole bunch of. I don't do too much. You know. I'm the type of person. I wake up on Saturday. I fix pancakes, coffee, and enjoy my day. Simple. I'm not dragging some man to the store when he really don't want to go. I'm not checking no man's cell phone. I don't do all that. Because if I feel like I got to do all that, there's no reason to be with you. How old are you? I'm very old. I'm not young, very old. My little brain. That wig said you think about joining church. I am. Praise Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Are you a good cook? I'm not. I plead the fifth. Middle-aged single women. Because I don't submit. I don't. I don't submit. Guilty. Guilty. I don't submit. I don't do none of that. You can't tell me what to do. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. I don't care. I'm stress-free. You know? My time will come. And the person I end up with in the very end, they will understand me completely. And they will care about me like nobody else has ever cared about me. And they will go above and beyond for me. And in return, I will go above and beyond for them. But you can't tell me what to do. I'm not a child. Who wants to be old and alone? I'm sure a lot of people don't want to be old and alone, but you know what? If you're going to have a peaceful life alone, then so be it. I don't want to be upset. I don't want to be crying. I don't want to be traumatized. I don't feel like being in no violent relationship because if you put your hands on me, I'm going to choke you out. You will be in the hospital. Because I don't believe in that. You put your hands on me, you better not go to sleep around me. Don't even close both your eyes. You better keep one eye open. Because I'm going to choke you out in your sleep. I ain't playing. I know some of these women, they be crying. I just can't leave him. I don't know what to do and all this. I'm scared to leave. Nah, I'm going to lock the door. I'm going to lock you in the house. You put your hands on me, I'm locking the doors. You're not getting out. I'm 36. Am I too old for you? You too young. I can, Tina. I'm dead serious. I'm not playing. If you put your hands on me, if you try to beat me up, I'm going downstairs, lock the door, and I will correct your problem. Ain't nobody gonna look. I will send you back to your mama crying. I ain't got time. I don't feel like I've been through too much in life. And thank God I don't look like I've been through hell or nothing like that. I've been through some crazy situations and I'm at peace. And nobody's gonna disturb my peace. You got anger issues, you need to go talk to a therapist. You hate your job, you need to go find another one. Don't burden me with all your problems. You'll do what you're told. I don't think so. You can't control me. Now, I'm not the type of person that won't, deal with a person that can lead, but you have to prove that to me, that you can lead me in any direction. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. You can lead, but you have to take that position from day one. If you don't take that position from day one, I'm in charge. And if I'm in charge, you might as well do it or go leave me alone. You ain't in charge. I'm in charge. I don't play games. I don't have time. I don't have time for men that don't know what to do with themselves, don't know how to handle themselves, don't know how to act. I don't have time for all that. If your mama didn't train you up, don't expect me to train you. Because I will stop talking to you. I will block and delete so quick, it ain't even funny. Food and clothes prepared according. I ain't got time for that craziness. I'm telling you right now, I don't have time for that. Mm-hmm. You've been married 28 years. Well, that's good for you. I'm glad it's still going strong. I'm glad it's still going. But ain't nobody gonna stress me out. I'm not down for the stress. I need to be shown a good time. I'm a good, easygoing. I'm so calm. I'm a very calm, very relaxed person. I don't cause no trouble. I'm easygoing, and that's it. I don't deserve somebody that's crazy, that's gonna cause me mental stress and trauma. I don't deserve that, and I don't want that in my life. I don't want somebody that don't know what they want. You don't know what you want, then what are we doing? Black fatigue. Why are you here? What are you here for if you got black fatigue problem. I'm crazy. Yep. Yeah, I'm crazy. Absolutely. Hmm. Yeah. Absolutely crazy. I favor someone in your family. Who in your family? People tired of black folks nonsense. What nonsense? What black folks nonsense? What are you talking about? Black folks, we have a good time. I don't know where you get this black fatigue from. I don't know where you get that from. Black people have a good time. We easy going. Good attitude. Laugh. Have fun. Hmm. I ain't call myself crazy. You call me crazy. Do I know anybody from Virginia? Nope. What's wrong with the blacks? What kind of what is going on? I don't know nothing about. I don't know nothing about what y'all talking about. Mm. Black people have a good time. Never any good women in the world. What are you talking about? There's good women all over. Don't let your few bad experiences spoil the bunch. There's good women everywhere. Pick your one. They're all stupid. If women are all stupid, then why are you talking to any? Don't talk to them. Talk to men. If you don't like women, talk to men. You have a choice and you have free will. If women are all stupid, they all gold diggers and all that, find your match with a man. Find you a boyfriend. If you can't get along with women, find you a good man or something. I'm too dumb. Why am I dumb? You talking? You thought you was talking to a man? Am I the man? Why are y'all trying to insult me? And then when I say something to you, y'all get upset. Why is it that you are insulting me and then I say something to y'all get upset? What is wrong? If you don't like women, have a shave. Have a shave. Oh yeah, you right. If you don't like women, then you have to talk to somebody else. I don't know who else there is besides men. I don't know. If you can't get along with us, find somebody else.